Hi guys, welcome to my new video tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to transfer an Android Studio project from one computer to another. Knowing how to do this is very beneficial because it enables you to work with your very same Android project across multiple PCs, thus giving you a little bit more flexibility. You really don't need any optimal knowledge of Android Studio or even Java programming to be able to follow through with this tutorial. All it pretty much is just moving basic files and folders around so that your Android Studio can access them. Alrighty, so let's get to it. So as it happens, there are actually two methods that you can use to transfer an Android project between computers. The first method is by using Android Studio's built-in import-export capability. So basically what this does is it takes the files and resources of your Android project and wraps them into a portable zip folder that you can use in order to move them around. So if you were to use this method, then you would basically need to open up the project that you want to transfer, and then navigate using the toolbar. You go to File, and then you want to select the option that says Export to Zip File right here. And then it should bring up a small dialog box that includes all the directories on your computer's C drive. This is where you'll want to decide as to exactly where you'd like your project zip file to be placed. But for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to place mine on my desktop, like so. But you can place yours wherever you'd like. So you're going to click OK. OK. Alrighty, let's go on ahead and have a quick look to see if the zip file was generated like it should have been. So now we're on my desktop. As you can see, a zip file has been created with the exact name as my Android Studio project, dummy proj. Let's go ahead and have a quick look inside of it. We could extract it if we wanted, but that's not really necessary at the moment, so I'll just go ahead and double click it right quick. Okay, and inside of the zip file is another folder that has the same name as my Android Studio project, so I'm going to go ahead and click that right quick. Okay, and here are all my project's resource files. Please keep in mind that if you in fact did need to transfer a project similar to this one, then you would have to move everything inside of your Android apps project folder and not just one or two things. So yeah, so let me go ahead and close this. Okay, so now that we've created our project zip file, let me go ahead and move it to another computer right quick using my USB flash stick. Go ahead and give me a sec. Okay, so now we're on my second computer. As you can see, I've already taken the liberty of transferring my dummy project from my USB flash stick to the desktop. So now it's just a matter of extracting the needed project files and importing them in the Android Studio. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and extract the files here. Okay, so here they are. Let's go ahead and have a look inside to make sure that they are what they should be. And yes, yeah, here they are. Here are those files. So yeah, these are all the files that were exported once we did the export procedure on my first computer. Yeah, the files that actually make my project, my project. Okay, so yeah, that looks good. Okay, so let's go ahead and close this. Okay, and then let's go ahead and open up the Android Studio to see exactly how we would, import, such a project. Okay, so I just opened up my Android Studio. This is the welcome screen. If for some reason you open up your Android Studio and you don't see this screen right here, then what you'll need to do is most likely you'll have a project already open that uh, you may have been working on recently. What you'll want to do is you want to go to File and then you want to go to Close Project, and then it should bring you to this screen right here. Um, so yeah, once you get to this screen right here, what you want to do is you want to select the second option, open an existing Android project. Yeah, go ahead and click that. Okay, and once we do that, then it should open up this dialog box right here. This is where we have to locate the project, and we need to be sure of its location. In this case, I decided to put mine on the desktop, as I mentioned before, for the sake of simplicity. So let's go ahead and select the dummy project, and then let's go ahead and click OK. Okay. Alrighty, so we've managed to start up the Android Studio on my second machine, as well as open up our transfer project dummy proj. Once Android Studio's build procedure has been completed, this is what you should be seeing. Please keep in mind, however, that you'll want to be sure to have a connection to the internet in case the Android Studio's build procedure, needs to download any dependencies. Um, so yeah, we basically covered the first approach at Android project transfer. Now let's go ahead and take some time to consider the second alternative for moving an Android project between machines. But for this next transfer approach, I think I might just return back to my first machine. Okay, so welcome back to my original computer, my first machine. Okay, so um, if you don't want to do the zip file export approach to transferring your project from one computer to another, then the alternative approach is to go to Build, and then what you want to do is you want to select Clean Project so that it can go ahead and clean all the redundancies out of your project. It'll make transporting your project a lot easier because you see it won't really be as massive in size. Okay, so that's finished. Alright, so let's go ahead and leave the Android Studio. And this time, because we don't have a exported zip file, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to navigate directly to our project folder. In this case, I keep mine on my C drive. Android Studio Projects, my root folder. And here it is, it's dummy proj. That's the one we're going to be transferring again. Let's go ahead and have a look inside of it. Okay, and as you can see, notice how we can see some of the exact same files that we saw before when we did the zip folder export. Except now we see two additional folders. There's a .gradle and a .idea folder. Um, what we want to do is we want to copy everything over into another, transport folder. But when I say copy everything, I only mean the necessary stuff. I don't mean copying .gradle and .idea. These two folders are the only folders that we don't really want to copy because these are only specific to the to the specific machine that they were generated on. The computer that we are moving our project to is going to generate its own .gradle and .idea folders. So as a result, we don't have to worry about these two. So let me go ahead and create a folder that I can put these files into. Let me go ahead and close this. Okay, perfect. Move that over a bit. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste these in here. Okay, there we go. Once again, yeah, we'll copy everything except .gradle and .idea. Okay. Go ahead and close this, and I'm going to go ahead and give our folder another name besides new folder to make it easier to identify later. So let me go ahead and rename. I'm going to call it a dummy proj. Okay, there we go. This time it's not really a zip folder, but it contains everything that the zip folder that we saw earlier had contained. And as a result, it's pretty much the exact same routine. Um, we're not going to have to worry about extraction, and that's a plus. So yeah, let me go ahead and get my USB flash stick, and let's go ahead and return back to my second computer. And yeah, let's go ahead and redo the same routine that we did before. Okay, once again, welcome back to my second computer. Okay, so here's the dummy project, or excuse me, folder that we uh, constructed on the first computer. Um, as you can see, it's not really in a zip file format this time, so we don't have to worry about extracting it anymore. So let's just go ahead and have a quick look inside of it to make sure everything is there. Okay, yep, these are the files that we indeed copied over, except .gradle and .idea, which we really don't need. Um, so let me go ahead and close this. Okay, so let's go ahead and reopen up the Android Studio, and then yeah, then let's wrap everything up. Okay, and once again, we're gonna have to navigate to the very same dummy project folder that we looked at before. Okay, and then go ahead and click OK. Okay, so now we have the Android Studio on my second machine open. So right now the dummy proj is syncing. Um, let's give it a moment. I could have placed it directly in my root folder, but for the sake of simplicity, I just decided to open it directly from the desktop. I mean, you don't necessarily have to place your project in the root folder in order to be able to to work with it. Uh, okay, did it successfully, and let me go ahead and check some of the stuff. So yeah, the files moved over without error. Um, so yeah, so those are the two main ways that you can transfer a project from one computer to the next computer. Uh, I tend to favor the second method. I really don't know why. Um, but yeah, it's the main thing is to just use whatever method is most comfortable to you. Um, but anyway, yeah, that will conclude this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Um, don't bother to subscribe because I really don't know how many more tutorials I'm going to be making. Um, but anyway, yeah. So yeah, best of wishes and yeah, happy coding.